Hello everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Author Collaborative. Instead of Friday, we are doing it on Sunday this time because my guest this week is a working professional and she could not come live on Friday, so we are doing this on Sunday instead of our general Fridays. Hope you had a great weekend and it's going great so far. My guest this week is Smriti Malhotra, and I have read her book Conversation Starters. It's a collection of blogs and articles, and I had a really insightful read. Please stay connected. We are going to talk to her about that book, about her other job, and how she manages both of them together. It's going to be a really insightful conversation. Do stay connected. Let me just invite her. Smriti is here. Hi, Smriti. Let me just add you here so we can start the live. Hi, Tanvi. Hi, Smriti. I invited you. See if you can accept the invitation to join me. Smriti, if you are unable to, yes, if you are unable to receive my request, you can send the request from your side. Okay, I have accepted it. Hi, Nilshri. Hello, Jainand. Thank you for joining. I am waiting for my guest to join me. I think there is some issue at her end, or as always, Instagram is not allowing us to do this smoothly. Do stay connected. I'm trying to add my guest to the live so we can begin today's episode. Hi, Smriti. Can you tell me what the issue is? Yes, I am. I have cough and cold. I don't have fever, but I do have a sore throat and a runny nose. Thank you for asking, Nilshri. Smriti, if you are here, can you send the request again? Okay, I was not able to accept. I did accept your. Okay. Uh, okay, can you hear me now? Tanvi, is my voice audible now? Yeah, I sent you a fresh invitation, Smriti. See if you can accept that. Mm, I did accept your invitation. I don't think Instagram allowed you to join me with that. Hi, Smriti. I sent you a fresh invitation. See if you can accept that and join. In the meanwhile, as she joins me, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. We, as we wait for Smriti to join me. Smriti? Yeah, I have a sore throat, and that's the reason it's not as loud as it generally is. I'm extremely sorry for that. Hopefully, when the guest comes, we'll be able to do it smoothly. Hi, Smriti. If you are here, I sent you another invitation. See if you can accept that. Okay, I am sending you one more time. It said you are unable to join. Hi, Smriti. Are you there? Sorry for the delay, those who are with us. Please bear for a few more minutes. As always, Instagram is hell bent on giving me trouble with these author collaboratives. Smriti, if you can exit and join again, I think there might be an issue with the app's version that you are using. Not sure. Can you check one more time if your app is updated?
Finally, finally.
Hi, Smriti. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also good.
Finally, good
Finally,
to see you.
actually, finally. I don't know what happened. I was trying so hard that I could send you the request or I could accept your request, but somehow. But
Yeah,
anyways,
that's the general problem with Instagram. It doesn't let me do this very smoothly. कुछ ना कुछ तो होता ही है लोचा.
no problem. वो बोलते हैं ना इंतजार का फल मीठा होता है.
बिल्कुल. Yes. So I am not able to see you. I just want to confirm from the audience, Nilshi and Tanvi, if you can confirm in the comments that you can see both of us. Hi, Afsana. Hi, Dishika. Hi, Narita. Thank you for joining us. It's going to be an interesting conversation. Please stay with us. Deliciously awesome. Hi, thank you for joining. Hakuna
Can
Matata.
somebody? Yeah, I think they can see us. I
Okay.
received a yes.
Okay, yes, Tanvi has replied. Nilshri has also replied. Perfect. Then, first of all, welcome to the show. And thank you for agreeing to join me.
No, no, it's my pleasure completely.
And I was telling the audience how my experience of reading your book was. I'm just going to show them the cover before we start the detailed discussion about the book. So this is the book of Smriti's that I have read, Conversation Starters here, and it's a compilation of blogs and articles, and I must say they are highly opinionated. So that's one of the things that I really liked about it. Can I get one of those fridge magnets?
Okay.
I can definitely let you know where I purchased them from. Thank you so much. I'm glad I'm receiving compliments on my. I call it my wall of honor because it has all my books.
Even I have on my fridge, all of them are fridge magnets.
Oh, I can't see you, so I don't know whose fridge magnets they are talking
I
about.
think, no, no, I have because whenever, me and my husband, whenever we go somewhere to travel, we always purchase a fridge magnet because he specifically like collecting fridge magnets and pasting
Oh,
them.
wonderful.
So I
Okay.
have a lot of fridge magnets on my back. That's why I think,
So they are talking about your background, not mine.
yes, yes, my magnets.
I'm so sorry because I can't see Smriti. I thought you were talking about my background.
No problem, no problem.
Okay, so yes, I was talking about your book, and I was saying that the one of the things that really I struck out to me was how opinionated the book is, all the blog posts, and it's so refreshing to read something which is so what can I say? It has no filters. Like it takes a lot of courage to bring your opinion out like that in such a clear manner.
Right. I mean, uh, I completely agree with you. While I was writing the book, I was in fact not writing the book when I was writing the blogs. I was getting a lot of, messages from my friends and my relatives also that you don't feel scared because it's a truth reality which I wrote in the book.
Yes,
And sometimes, but I feel being a writer, my job is only to pen down what I feel, not thinking about what others will feel, because you know I feel happy writing what I feel, so I don't give much importance to a lot of people who think bad, or they judge me on my writings, because what I wrote is what I feel.
that's wonderful to know. And as you said, as a writer, I feel as a writer and content creators, I feel it is also our duty to send our opinion out into the world.
True. You
Okay, so
cannot see me
uh,
still, no? You cannot see me
no,
still.
no,
Okay,
I
no
can't.
problem. We'll do the live like this.
Yes. So I'm going to read out a few passages from the book before I ask you the questions that I had in mind. This
Okay.
is from chapter one of your book, which is titled "Has anyone decided the retirement age for a housewife?"
Yes.
A woman also gets tired. She also feels hot in summers and cold in winters. She also gets cold, and a helping hand from her family, especially men, is required. 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, and if alive till 85, a housewife works, works, and works. We have a retirement age decided for everyone. But did someone ever think of a retirement age for a housewife? I wonder where they get the power to do the entire household chores single handed. I have witnessed houses where the men of the family don't even bother to take a glass from the kitchen and expect the women to do everything when she's not well. The Indian culture of women doing all household work needs amendment. India is famous for its cultures and traditions, but there are some traditions which need amendment now. We have been taught in school that both men and women are equal, and why there is a difference when it comes to household chores. So
Yes.
that's the first chapter, and as I was mentioning earlier, you have stated your opinions and thoughts on this particular topic very poignantly, I must say. Like, uh,
I know
so
it's a very personal opinion, and but I think blogging is all about that only. That what you feel, you write. So I understand, but I hope you. I did the book, contents didn't bore you much, or you didn't thought I am a feminist, because when I wrote this book and a lot of people who read this book, somewhere I got a little, touched that everyone thought I'm a feminist.
mm,
But I'm not a feminist. It's just what I have seen in my surroundings, what I have felt in my surroundings. I thought it should be brought into limelight.
okay.
So I just wanted to clear this thing since I'm live and a lot of my friends are there and we have live audience also. So if anyone reads my book, please don't think I'm not a feminist. I'm not a feminist. It's just I want to make people feel what a woman feels when she goes through, some situations in life, some pain in life. So that is my only motive behind my blogs, nothing else.
Okay, and that's wonderful to know. And based on my reading experience, no, I did not feel anywhere that, I'm getting offended or you are coming off as a feminist. In fact, I want to ask a few questions related to your experience of writing the book. So, would you be able to answer those?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So, my first question to you is what gave you the idea of turning your articles and blog posts into a book? I mean, and how did you go about it? Take us through the timeline and the challenges that you faced and overcame. And also, I want to know how was the book received?
Okay, so I am also working as the creative director of Unicorn Magazine. I decide, like, I design the magazine, and we together, me and Mr. Dr. Umila Chituri, we together, plan the magazine. So I was sharing with her only that I want to write something. I already have 4 books before Conversation Starters, and since I was discussing with her, and like, she is the only person who pushed me to do blogging, because she always said you can do. I said no, I cannot do. But still, when I started, and I received a lot of good response from women's web and youth ki Awaaz, where I'm publishing my blogs. I mean, I was surprised to see, like, every blog is getting good comments, and they are getting featured every now and then. So she only gave me the idea, why don't you convert your blogs into a book? So my major challenge while getting together the book was, what should I give the title? Because the
Hmm.
title, you always say that don't judge the book by its cover, but people actually do.
Hmm.
First impression is the last impression,
That
and
is true.
once
Yes.
you see the title, you see the cover, you get a. I mean, I feel you get 80% of the idea what's inside the book. So I, like, she gave me some titles. I also thought, but then somewhere I was, seeing a video, and I came across these 2 words, conversation starters. So
Okay.
this way, I selected the title of the book, and the cover of the book is designed by myself only, since I'm a
Interesting.
designer.
Hmm.
So I only designed the cover of the book, and the timeline. It didn't. It took me almost, I think, a month's time, because when the article, the blog gets published, the I would say I had to reframe. Then I reframed certain sentences and the alignment and everything, the margins.
Hmm.
Only that took time. Otherwise, my manuscript was ready. So I would say the only challenge was the title, which we did successfully, and rest. I think it took a month's time to bring this book
Okay,
together.
interesting.
Yes.
I have one follow-up question to this, but before that, in the comments we have a question from Nilshri. She's asking what, according to you, is feminism?
Okay, so Nishi, being a girl today, I want to tell that there are a lot of girls which are not, uh, I would like, ethically doing good. Just you're a girl doesn't give you a right to do anything you want. I have seen girls doing wrong with guys also. I have seen girls, misbehaving with their parents also, in-laws also. But uh, I think feminist is like, even that a girl is wrong or is taking undue advantage
Hmm.
of being a woman, still they support. So that's why I say I'm not a feminist. I say where women are wrong, I correct them also, I tell them on their face also that yes, you're wrong here. But my blogs, because are generally women oriented blogs, and if you read my book, they are, I'm not offending men here, but I just want to know that, because I just want to bring into limelight that our Indian culture is like that. No, we have been born and brought up in a culture
Hmm.
where women have to be in kitchen, men have to be working. Still we have some areas, like people who think that way. So my only point was that. But my opinion, like what I feel feminist is this, but everyone has their own perspective. So you may write in the comments what your perspective of a feminism. You can
Hmm.
also let us know, so that we also get a good idea, like what
Hmm.
people think a feminist is, right? So Manali,
Right,
what is
right.
your point on feminism? What do you think? Like, who is a feminist?
See, before we answer that, I had a follow-up question before we lose track of what we were previously discussing. I want to get that out,
Okay,
which
okay.
is which is related to your books and blogs. So, what I wanted to understand is when you decided to publish your blog
Uh-huh.
post and your articles into a book, was there not a copyright issue with the platforms where you had published those?
No, 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 no. There
Okay.
was not any issue, and because it was initially written by me only. Even when I published on both the sites simultaneously, there was never an issue for that. So, because it's not something I'm copying it from there, it's written by me, they had reviewed by them.
Hmm.
So, no, there was no issue such like this you're mentioning.
So generally, in my experience, what happens is once you have published it on one platform, the rights of course belong to you, but they are a little hesitant about being okay with you publishing it on another platform also.
Okay, but I never felt such an issue.
Okay. See,
Yes.
this I have faced a few times. That's why I just wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Also because in the Google search also it affects the ranking of the page.
Okay. Okay. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
Yeah. That's wonderful that you didn't face any issues. So congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so to answer your question about feminism, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but my thinking about feminism is that as long as there is like live and let live motto being followed by two genders. In fact, any genders. We also have LGBTQ plus now.
Right. Right.
There is gender fluidity also. So let's not restrict ourselves to men and women only anymore. My thinking is that as long as all the genders are, following the motto of live and let live, there's no restriction imposed by one on the other or imposed by the same gender on the same gender. We're
Mm,
fine. We are going to be fine. You should not just emotionally or physically hurt someone. That's my
right.
only
True.
thing.
True. Yeah,
And
perfect.
you,
Very
yeah.
nice.
Okay, that brings me to my second question, which I had for you, which is that uh, you are doing a full time job. You have already mentioned. Now I want to understand how does that full time job help you with the writing topics, the creative ideas, and anything else related to your blogging? How are you able to draw the line between this?
Okay, so I've been working for almost a decade now, and I commute through metro. Initially, I used to commute in bus, so like my workplace is almost 2 hours, 1.5, 2 hours from my house.
Hmm.
So I have been writing since eighth class, and writing is my passion, I would say. And thankfully, by God's grace, I got a colleague who also writes in my office. So, and then I met Dr. Umila also. So I was surrounded by a lot of people, who actually I have seen them working so hard. Like, I have a colleague in my office, then I saw Dr. Umila into so many things. So I thought, like, people also do a lot of things simultaneously, then why can't I?
Hmm.
And like it's said also, if you don't want to work, even 24s are also less for you. But you should know how to manage your time. Nobody's so busy, I feel
Hmm.
personally. It's just how you plan your day or manage your day. So I thought, I have 2 hours while going and coming back. Why shouldn't I utilize them? So I started utilizing them. I started writing in metro. You have Apple phone, you have notes, you have email. I used to just, jot down my points, and at the end of the day, before sleeping, I used to just compile them, and before sleeping, I used to just make my blog and publish it. So
Hmm.
uh, I understand. I always say, you like I made a video also a few days back. Your profession is okay, but do something which makes you happy along with your
Hmm.
profession. That is very important in life, and it will actually give you the joy of living.
Okay.
Sometimes your profession doesn't give you that joy,
Hmm.
but uh, your passion will always give you that joy. And actually, I felt that, I it doesn't matter how much tired I am, but I'm not that tired that I can't write.
Hmm.
So it's not about, though I love my job, I will say I love my work, I love my company, like my embassy, I love my colleagues, everyone. But writing is my, I would say, first love apart from my parents, because it gives me a different kind of a joy that I can't explain in
Hmm.
words. I feel so light, so happy that I wrote something which I felt. So
Okay.
that's it's the only thing.
That's wonderful to know. And I also I want to know how does that one job that you do, I mean the other job, the full time job, how does it merge with the writing that you do? Does it help you with the creativity, with the topics?
Yes, you don't like I didn't do the introduction. I work with the Embassy of Congo, okay, as a secretary in charge in projects.
Hmm.
So my work basically, I meet a lot of people on a daily basis, because my work is, you can say, kind of a networking job. Okay, so I deal with so many people. So whenever I talk to them, somebody or the other while talking gives me a, what do you say, a spark, a hint what my next blog should be. And
Okay.
whenever I get an idea, I don't let it slip. I immediately open my notes and I write that point. Then I know what I have to do.
Hmm.
So this is one of the answer to one of your question. Later you'll ask me, but
Yes,
but I gave the answer before only. But yes,
that's okay.
when you meet a lot of people, no, you actually get an idea automatically, because each person has a different behavior, each
Hmm.
person has a different think tank, different mindset. So you get it, you get the answer.
Hmm.
So my colleague is also there, whom I was talking about, Gitika. She's a writer in my embassy. So
Oh wow.
she
Hi
only
Geetika.
so she's one of the reason I'm here today.
Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. All collaborative efforts are happening here.
Yes, yes. No, no, true. I think that what Neil Sri wrote, no? Feminism is sisterhood.
Yes, I was
Which,
about to scroll up and read Nilsi's answer to your question. She is saying
yes,
feminism for me is sisterhood, supporting women around us, pushing them to follow their passion, making them aware of the wrong being done to them. And then she said there are those who take undue advantage of this also. For
yes.
me, they are not feminists. What did she say? Uh, for
I think it.
me, For me, they are not feminists. That's my perspective. These females who do anything to prove their point are not feminists. Yes, Nilsi, I'm having water. Thank you for reminding me.
No, no.
Yes. Now the floor is yours. I'm done with my long form questions. You have also read my latest book.
No, no. So, first of all, actually, I want to tell Gitika who is there. Neelshri also, I think, knows. Lot of my friends know I don't love reading. Honestly, Manal. Being a writer, I say very honestly, I don't love reading. Well, I have seen my friends, even Gitika reading, this much, like 200, 300 pages. And and I used to say, oh my God, how they read such thick books. I'm not a book person, but I would like to congratulate you because I read your book completely. It was
Thank
so
you. That means a lot.
engaging. And I was actually singing the songs mentioned in the book while I was reading them. And
Wow, that means a lot.
so I have my laptop, I don't have a tab, so I will show her book cover. It's very
Yeah,
beautiful.
I was also
Uh,
getting to that. Let's show them the cover. So,
yeah, this
this
is, you can show?
Heartstrings
Yes.
and Harmonies. That's a book of mine that Smriti has read, and we are discussing that. It's a collection of 29 short stories.
Yeah, and it's a very musical book, I would say. I actually told her, so I'll just give a brief. It's a short story book, and every book, the short story, is surrounding around a song or maybe another song. And you actually, while I was reading, I was relating to so many
So,
situations that, oh my God, when I am in this situation, I may, start singing this song. So it's a
Dilsi is
very
saying, I am also more of a writer, less of a reader. I have company.
okay. You read her book once, but that doesn't make me a reader. It's only when I read your book, I actually enjoyed reading it, and
Thank
it
you.
kept
That
me
means a lot.
engaged. And my I one of the paragraph I would like to read from your book is, I will just read in a second. There is a title is, come back home.
Hmm.
So I would just give a gist so that people should not be, clueless about the story. My father always told me one thing, that man proposes, God disposes. So whenever a person makes plans, but if God doesn't want, he just disposes your plans. So while I read this story, I just remembered that thing, that, you know, how God protects you sometimes just by a phone call. And there's a video also, if you get late in the morning by 10 minutes, don't crib. Maybe that 10 minutes can save you from something wrong which was about to happen. There's a theory also,
Yes.
burnt slice theory. So I would, from where should I start? It's just I would read the last line. Um, so it's a leap of 10 years gap in the story, and in which two friends in the first, like before 10 years, they were have to do something, and one of the friends wife got labor pain and he had to go back, and one remained there. And he just because he was there were blasts and he lost his friend. So I would read the paragraph from the next tent, which is on the first was 13 July 2011, and the next was 13 July 2021. Dad, where were you when this happened? Weren't you working at Zaveri Bazaar that year? Samarth looked at the newspaper article his son was reading. 10 years since triple blast left 27 dead in Mumbai. Trial yet to commence. The headline brought back repressed memories alongside the guilt and trauma that followed. His eyes pooled up with unshed tears. Sniffing, he answered with a jerky smile. Let me tell you about a phone call that changed my life. Mayank. Because his friend promised that you will put your son's name after my name. And his friend who lost his name was Mayank.
Yeah.
It was the day I lost a friend and I found you. So again, there is a song, Kaga Kaga. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a very
So
bad singer.
all the stories in this book, their titles are based on Hindi songs, and "Come Back Home" is based on the song "Nadan Parinde" from Rockstar.
Yes, yes. So this is like, though I have lot of my, I had to read small, but I actually want to share that the book is actually full of uh, twists and beautiful happenings. There is one story where a girl goes to trekking and she meets her father there
Hmm.
when she purchases gifts. So I remember some though. Manali, I'm sorry, I remember only some, not all.
It's okay. So Gitika is asking which book is it, Manali? So I'm just going to show the book again. It's this book, Gitika, Heartstrings and Harmonies, and it's a collection of 29 stories.
I have
Uh,
the Kindle. I can share, but it's better Manali shares with you.
yes.
Sure.
So Nilsi is asking which song. It's Nadan Parinde from Rockstar, Nilsi.
Yes, yes. So, no, it's amazing, actually amazing, and I actually loved reading it. Truly,
Thank
truly.
you. That
Being
means
a
a lot.
very.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I have now two questions for you.
Hmm.
So, since I have read your book, and I actually, story writing is one of the biggest challenge for me.
Hmm.
Like blogging was at one point of time. Now my second obstacle is story writing, and I have to learn that. And you are one good person. Gitika is one good person to learn. So, what do you think that what makes a good story?
So I always say that doesn't matter what length of the story is, it should always have a beginning, middle, and an end. So that's how it always works. So the middle part has to define the characters and where the story is starting. It should have a setting of where the characters are, what they are doing, what are they conversing about. So that's the beginning part of the story. The middle part is where we understand why they are at that particular part in the
Okay,
story.
okay,
What brought them to that particular part in the story? That's the middle part of the story. And also, this is here. This is the part where you introduce one problem,
okay.
and the ending is where you conclude by providing a solution or giving a closure to the story. And the characters are either reconciled or they find a solution to the problem.
Okay, so I just want to tell you all that this book Manali wrote is a compilation stories she wrote for different prompts, which was shared by different platforms, which is Unicorn Magazine, Arthropod, Blog Chatter, and other. But it's actually commendable, Manali, for the Navratri collaboration between Unicorn and Arthropod, I think. So even I wrote for all the 9 prompts, but again, I wrote from a woman's perspective,
Okay.
and I read your stories because I read the prompts and they're beautiful. The
Thank
stories
you.
are beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And
He's been saying every time a new song and a new story, song choices are very nice. Thank you so much, Nilsri.
actually, no, it was very beautiful to read. Also, like, I have this question, which I wanted to ask every reader, I would say. What
Hmm.
do you prefer, e-book or a traditional book, like hard book? And uh, what is your, like, I need a reason for your answer. Like, what do you feel is more better?
Okay, so a few years back, I was very averse to ebooks because I was like, I want to feel the book in my hands, and as long as the book is not in my hand, I will not get the feeling of reading, or get the essence of the story. That's
Okay,
where I was till about the beginning of 2020, I would say.
okay,
And what happened after that, we all know. We were hit by the pandemic, and we were restricted to our houses. I don't want to say we were stuck in our houses because we were safe. So I'm going to say we were restricted in our houses. So
okay,
we were restricted within the four walls of our house. There was limited movement outside, and I did not have a huge library at home. I mean, I did, but most of the books that were there in the library at home, I had already read them. That
okay,
that brought in, necessity is the mother of invention, as we say. So I I already had my tab with me, but I never used it for reading.
okay,
And that was the time when I got into Kindle reading, ebook reading, and there has never been any looking back. What followed after the pandemic, right after the pandemic, was that I moved out of India. I moved to the
okay,
Netherlands, and there
okay.
that gave me one more reason to stick to ebooks because getting access to Indian books outside of
It's
India was a
difficult.
little difficult. Yes.
I know a
So
lot of readers like that smell, that fragrance of the page. I
yes.
have seen.
Yeah. So I was also one of those. I was like, जब तक मेरे हाथ में बुक नहीं है वो फील नहीं आएगी तो.
Uh,
But
no, true, true.
now I am a 100% e-reader. I don't read paperbacks at all. I think it must be less than a handful in a calendar year. I don't
Okay,
read paperbacks at all.
okay, okay,
With that, I have
okay.
also realized how much benefit it is and beneficial it is to have a Kindle with you, because you can carry as many books as you want within that one
True,
single device. When you're carrying a paperback, you have to carry at least two, three. At least I am that kind of a person कि मुझे options चाहिए. What if I don't enjoy one book and want to switch to another?
true, true. So, do you like collecting books also? Like author, lot of readers do. Okay.
Yes, I do. In fact, my Kindle library is bursting with books that I have not yet read.
Acha. And you have paperbacks also? A shelf of paperbacks?
Yes, yes. I have a very beautiful library that I'm very proud of.
Oh,
The only difference now is that I don't read those books. They are just there for decoration now.
so I have Afsana. She's saying paperback.
Yeah. Yeah. So Afsana is always about that one moment or one thing that happens in your life which makes you convert from paperback to ebook. I'm
Right.
sure the same goes for audiobooks also.
True.
I'm
So,
still in that phase where I am not very keen on trying out audiobooks. I have never read an audiobook, and people are always saying that you should try. It's another experience. It's no different from reading a book on Kindle
uh,
and as a paperback.
for me also it's difficult. Though I'm
Yeah,
not reading any book.
I don't know. Maybe something happens in my life which will make me turn towards audiobooks also. Let's see.
Okay. So I have a question from Sonu Gautam.
Hmm.
Uh, okay, hi Smriti, I have a question for you. What does woman want from a partner apart from loyalty and love? Okay. I need appreciation, which is most
Hmm.
important. Even, you know, every individual I feel, not only a woman, every individual needs appreciation because appreciation is the motivation that you do good. So even if you will appreciate her once, no, in full day. She'll be happy. Loyalty and love, obviously, I won't say it's not important, it's very important. But please do appreciate your mother, your sister, your wife, anyone, any woman, your friend, any woman in your life. And that's all for her, honestly. See, I won't lie, nowadays most of the women are working, so except some, they will not, your money will not attract them much,
Hmm.
but your behavior towards them will attract them. If you are just
True.
um, sweet to them, you'll just smile with them, eat with them, so they are happy in that. I think that's only enough. And I hope I answered your question.
Answered very beautifully, I must say. It makes sense what you are saying. At least to me, it does.
So, yes, so
Okay.
that's my
That
questions
brings
for
us
you.
to my favorite part of the episode, which is the rapid fire round. Smriti, how we'll do it is we'll go back and forth. I will ask you one question, you answer that, and then you ask your question for me. Okay.
Okay, okay. So,
So my first, yeah,
okay, you,
I will start.
okay.
My first question to you is one thing you would suggest or advise for forming or developing one's opinion.
So that I answered in the between discussion. When something is going on in my mind, I usually discuss it with my sister. I have a sister who is also a writer, and she's also studying psychology. So she's my go-to person to give me the perfect answer. Then I have my friends. So when something is going on, I basically form my opinions after talking to people. Or I think a lot of people, they form the opinions that ways only. So, hello?
Yes, yes, I'm here. I just muted it. Hello. Hi, Afsana. I think there was some issue and Smriti was removed. Let me just add her again. Stay
Hi,
connected. We are not yet done with the episode. Hello, are you here, Smriti?
I'm here, I'm here.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Okay.
I think talking and discussion,
Hmm.
that is the one way for the opinion and getting the uh, developing one's opinion.
Okay.
Okay?
Wonderfully answered. Yes, definitely. Talking helps.
Yes. So my question to you is, what is your go-to lazy dinner?
I want to say Maggie.
I was expecting the same, but any other?
Anything which is ready to prepare, like least amount of effort.
Least
सिर्फ
amount.
हाँ मतलब पानी डाल दो बन गया ऐसा.
Now you have a lot of ready to cook options also.
Yes. But
Okay.
उसमें भी थोड़ा मेहनत तो लगता है. If I'm extremely lazy, I will go for ready to eat directly.
Okay, okay. Done.
Okay, my next question to you is an incident from your professional life which you wanted to convert into an article or a blog post but could not.
Okay. So, since I'm working with foreigners in their country, which is the Republic of Congo, their culture is immediately you get married, you start living separately from your parents,
Hmm.
which is opposite to the culture of India,
Hmm.
which I feel. So, I am, in the process of writing a blog on this thing, a small comparison, maybe not
Hmm.
comparison, like a small comparison between the mindset of
Hmm.
two countries, I would say, two people. So I am in the process, but yes, I am still on the way because in India also some people support this, some people don't support this. In India, some parents think no, it's a kind of a sin that you leave your parents in the old age, you leave separately and all. But in other, like in Congo, it's like you give like you allow them to now enjoy their life, and now you enjoy your life,
Hmm.
right? So this is one thing which I'm working on, and hopefully soon you'll read my blog on this.
Looking forward to it.
Yes. So my next question to you is that you finish the phrase, the way to my heart is to your heart is the way to your
Food, always.
heart is. Yes. Like dot dot dot.
Yes, so
What is the
it's
way?
always it's always a tie between food and books.
Achha,
खाना दोगे
nice.
तो बेस्ट है एंड स्पेशली होम कुक्ड फूड.
Same. Food is, I think, a stress buster, or what do you say, for all of us, like
या
for
या
lot of individuals. And
इट इज.
if you see my health, it's one of the reasons because I always give this, what do you say, thing that no, I am not happy today. I'll eat something of my favorite. I'm not feeling good. I'll eat something my favorite. So I think everyone's your stress buster is food.
Yes, definitely.
So I have a question from this. You said books. What kind of books you love to read? Like what genre or?
uh, um, Always at the top spot side are romance and thrillers. Both are equally favorites of mine.
Okay, okay, great, great.
Okay, my next question to you is the best compliment that you have received for your writing or your book.
Okay, so I was not a very active girl in school.
Hmm.
I was an average student, and I was not that talkative. But due to my writing, I got in touch with a lot of my schoolmates because
Okay.
they started complimenting me. They started sending me messages. So there's one girl. She is my senior, and she said that I don't know how what I feel in the morning you write in the evening.
Oh wow.
So she sent me this message once, and I was like, okay. So she said, I don't know, whatever I'm going through, somehow I get to read in your blog, and I feel okay. Somebody else is also going through the same. So,
Wow.
and I had a college mate, so she also wanted to write. Today, she's the co founder of Empire, Narita. So, we are college mates, and she started writing because she takes me as inspiration, which is a very
Wow.
good big thing for me that somebody of my age takes me as their inspiration. And but my biggest compliment will still be that women around the world, or in India at least, they relate to my writings, and they always tell me through messages that yes, we feel the same.
That is,
So I think what
yeah,
else I need?
that's the most wonderful compliment one can give you for your writing. Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations on that. Beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So my next question is, it's a very simple one, but still, if you had to change your first name, what would you change it to?
Mega, definitely.
Any
Because,
specific reason?
yeah, I was born in torrential rains and I also love rains. I love the monsoon season. So
Okay.
I was very close to getting named Megha because of the same reason. So if
Okay.
I could, I would change it to. I love my name Manali also a lot. But like if I was given a choice and I had to, I would choose Megha.
Oh, great. Very nice. So I should start calling you Mega from now?
No, no, Manali is fine. I think it has stuck with me now.
Great, great. Okay.
Okay. My next question to you is an article you read recently which you would recommend that everyone should look at.
See, don't take me wrong, please, everyone who is watching. I don't read much, but yesterday I am following some pages in Instagram, which gives you regular updates about the happenings. From where also I get ideas. So yesterday was a Supreme Court final judgment on a case where they said that husband don't has the right on wife property. So it was the article which I read that a husband can take money from wife, but eventually he should return it. So this is the
Oh,
last article I read yesterday, and this was only a basically keep getting these Supreme Court judgments basically because I'm following a page, and which are based basically on different cases they get on a
hmm,
daily basis between a husband, wife, or in-laws, daughter-in-law. So this was the
okay,
last article I read. So, but no,
interesting.
I don't agree to this judgment personally. I feel we both do hard work, and when we can take money from our husbands, they can also take money from their wives.
That's
That's
what a
not a,
partnership is, right?
actually, it's nothing to be that. It was mentioned in Hindi, Stridhan. I say okay, so it's no Stridhan. It's a partnership as you mentioned, and we should go along. So this
Yes.
is my last article which I read yesterday.
Okay.
So my next question is describe your style in one word.
Oh, okay. It's very heartfelt and a slice of life. I would say all my writing is slice of life. It's very related to what happens in our everyday lives.
Okay.
दिलसी is commenting on lighter note. वो तो हम वैसे भी देंगे नहीं. हाँ, बिल्कुल.
True Nishi, very true. Very true. अच्छा तो देखो अब वही करेंगे.
Okay.
Great.
Last question to you is because a lot of your articles in the book are based on the series that you have watched. So my next question to you is a series that you had high hope from but did not enjoy that much, and also recommend a series that you enjoyed a lot.
So which I didn't enjoy was Homo Shots Please. I
Okay, yeah,
wrote a
yes, you have written about it.
blog also. I think it was very much exaggerated, and there were a lot of things which were not shown correctly. I
Hmm.
feel personally. So I would say first part. Now I think they have three seasons of the same. First was bearable, second was less bearable, and the third was horrible. I must say it was horrible. I don't know how I finished it, and I actually wanted to comment to them, please, if you don't get the content, don't make the third season. You know, sometimes I feel why to show. See, Gitika is also writing. Third was horrible. It was actually horrible. I don't know what they wanted to
It,
show.
yeah, I felt it was too in the face, like fake feminism. This is what they called pseudo feminism.
Actually, it was not required what they showed. And first was a very good friendship they showed,
Yes.
everything they showed. It was good. It was nice. But after watching third, I actually thought, okay, done. And one series I would recommend is Made in Heaven. Very
Oh,
beautiful.
beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Have you watched the latest season?
Yes,
What
very beautiful.
superb inclusivity. I mean, we should learn inclusivity from that season.
I mean, again, I would say the topics touched, the
Exactly. And
feeling,
the I don't want to say the others, but I want to say the community that we generally ostracize in our day-to-day life. The representation that has been shown of that community is beautiful.
very beautiful, very beautiful. I loved it. I loved it to the core. I can see it, I think, two, three times again.
Same, same. I was really sad, because that last episode was like, अब हो गया, इससे आगे नहीं होगा.
Huh, I know.
I was like,
But
okay, this is over now.
I know. But one more I would like to recommend is Little Things. I love Little Things. You asked me one only, but I love it.
It's okay. I love recommendations. और बोलो.
नहीं नहीं और तो फिर बहुत सारी है but yes these two are my favorites. So my last question to you is what dish do you cook best? You cook or
I
not?
do. बहुत reluctant cook हूँ मैं, but अब मैं अच्छा बना लेती हूँ. Like, I was pushed towards it. Again, necessity is the mother of invention. वैसा वाला ही है case ये भी.
True. I also started cooking recently.
I would say it's been 4 or 5 years since I started cooking, like both the times. उससे पहले थोड़ा थोड़ा ही था. Very
Okay.
limited amount of dishes I used to cook, but now I can cook like 15-20 लोगों का भी हो जाता है. And I'm very proud of that.
No, no, great. I think practice makes a man and a woman both perfect.
Yes. So there are a few dishes that I consider my specialty. यहाँ पे especially as an NRI, the one dish most of the people who are not gujjus like is dhokla. Dhokla and my
Okay.
yeah, mint chutney. वो तो मतलब in any get together people ask for that and I have to take it. मतलब वो बोले ना तो भी मैं नहीं लेके जाऊंगी तो बोलेंगे तू आई क्यों.
अच्छा. Okay.
So that is one. And उसके अलावा I think कश्मीरी पुलाव and कढ़ी. That's also another dish that I make very well. मतलब मुझे खुद को बहुत पसंद है. So I am assuming कि लोगों को भी अच्छा लगता है.
Great. I love curry.
So yes, these are the two dishes: dhokla and chutney, coriander chutney,
Okay.
and Kashmiri pulao and curry.
Great. Great. Perfect.
So that brings us to the end of today's episode. We have had wonderful interactions. Exactly, Jomo, joy of missing out, definitely. So I think Nilshri is saying that to our cribbing about the series Four More Shots. I don't think she has watched it, so she is like Jomo. मैंने नहीं देखा.
No, no, thank you, Gitika and Neelshri. You both are there. You are both are commenting. Thank you so much. It actually brings interest. The life becomes more interesting when you have a very interactive audience.
Audience, yes, definitely. And Nilsi is one of those who's always like 95% of the time she's always there in my author collaborative.
Neelshri
So
is
thank you.
again, Neelshri is inspiration for me.
Definitely. And with Arthropod and with her, yeah, she's saying about 4 more shots only. Jomo, बिल्कुल मत देखना.
Actually, मत देखना.
So yes, Nilshri is also a very motivating factor in my. I always say Arthropod के बिना तो मतलब मेरी authoring journey जो पिछले 2-3 सालों में है. They are like my go-to platform for book promotions and writing challenges.
True. Great.
So, yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Smriti, for joining me today. This was a wonderful conversation. Like we were so honest with each other. ऐसा लगा ही नहीं कि we are talking for an episode.
I know it was very candid
Yeah.
conversation, and thank you for considering me for this live. I was more than happy to read your book, to know you, to have this interaction.
Thank
It
you.
was actually very amazing, and thank you for choosing a Sunday just because of me. I'm sorry I couldn't do it on a Friday. You changed it for me. Thank you so much.
It's okay. थोड़ा adjustment I can do.
No, no, I understand. Family time is very important,
Yes.
but it was a very good life. Thank you so much
Yes,
for
great conversation.
inviting.
So the whole episode will be available on my Instagram feed and also on my YouTube channel in a couple of days. Thank you once again, Smriti, for joining me. Have a
Thank you
great
so
week, new
much.
week ahead. Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye, Manali.
Bye.